Hey guys, what's up? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video, and today we're hopping into episode number 50 of my Let's Play Clash Royale video, where we are halfway to 100, and this marks a pretty epic moment in this series. We're currently level 8, and we actually just hit a personal trophy high of 2,657 trophies right after hitting level 8, which honestly feels really good inside of this account, and who knows where we're going to be by episode 100, but it's been really fun so far, whether you guys just started watching the Let's Play series or you have been there since episode number 1. Thank you guys for all the continued support, and let's go ahead and open up this giant chest I got with 26 hog riders inside of it. That's a pretty good haul for me, as well as 191 barbarians. I can't really complain at all. Those are two extremely good cards to have inside of a giant chest. Obviously an epic or a legendary would be better, but no need to get greedy. I will definitely take a hog rider and a barbarian combo 100% of the time, like I got right there. Now, hopping into a couple of battles that got me up to my new trophy record of 2,657. You can see this one, I actually played a fellow level 8, and honestly, I got a lot of respect for this guy. Playing someone who is a similar level to me up here sometimes gets pretty rare. I don't know what card level this guy has, but being a level 8 right here is definitely an accomplishment, so let's go ahead and see if we can have a nice battle. And starting off, he's going to have an elixir collector, and even with the level 7 musketeer, that's definitely not going to be crazy over leveled. He might have like 1 level on all of my cards, but still having an even amount of levels means we can go absolutely crazy and dominate down the right hand lane. So really good stuff. Towers all the way down to 238. He does have an elixir collector with about 4 elixir inside of it, maybe even 5. So he does have about, you know, a 5 elixir lead spaced out over time. We're only going to take a little bit of damage from this musketeer right here. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty good right now. In fact, he's going to play a bomb tower, which in my opinion is a big mistake. He had such a big lead on me as far as elixir goes. He could even just drop something right on top of my musketeer to stop her, and he could have done much better. So yeah, I think he gave up a massive amount of his lead by playing that bomb tower, and that sort of put me back in the game to where I didn't have to worry about him taking my right hand tower. Now at this point, he's going to bring out a level 4 witch, which is pretty crazy. This guy must be somewhat close to level 9 then, if he has level 7 rares, except for the elixir collector and a level 4 witch. But let's go ahead and defend against that giant. Should be able to drop our cannon to stop him in his tracks. Sparky's going to lock on, and I thought I was going to kill the witch on the first try, but it hit the skeletons instead. But having that level 8 cannon is going to do a massive amount of work for us, and actually the cannon is the thing I'm requesting for right now for my upgrades. It takes 400 upgrades to upgrade a common from level 8 to level 9, and the cannon is definitely the next one on our radar. But take a look at the elixir count right now. You guys can see I was down a massive amount of elixir at one point, maybe somewhere down around 8 elixir, 9 elixir inside of this battle, and the fact that I have 2 elixir collectors down right now is definitely pretty big for us, and we should be able to turn this into an absolutely massive lead. Now time for another giant musketeer as well as a Sparky push. He does have a Valkyrie, so I'm going to drop my own to help out against his. I do need one more swipe for my Valkyrie and able to make it so we can one-shot her with that Sparky, which worked out great. And if you didn't notice, Giant was too busy beating him down that tower to where the game is pretty much over, and things are looking really good. A cannon should be able to stop this Giant right here. A Valkyrie right on top of all of this stuff. He did drop a Valkyrie the same time I dropped mine, so I took a little bit more damage than I anticipated, but still, things are a-okay. Fire spirits to help out against his push. My musketeer actually ends up living and doing a pretty amazing amount of damage to his push right there. So good game. Definitely gotta show some respect to Thor. Being a level 8 up here definitely isn't easy for all you level 8s in the frozen peak, even you early level 9s. Very well done. I know there's a bunch of level 9s who are in like Pekka's Playhouse, so if you guys are up here, very well done, and a good game to Thor inside of this battle. So 1 crown to 0. I think the most worrying point of that battle was in the very beginning, when he had such a big elixir lead, and he only ended up taking about 700 damage on my... What is this? This guy's gonna throw me some BM as a level 10 against a level 8. Alright. You know, forget what I was saying about the level 8. When people start off with the cry face because they've got over level cards against me, you guys know what has to happen. We got to dominate this battle. We got to pick up hopefully a 3-crown victory. 1 will even do the case, and let's throw some cry faces back in just a moment. So starting off with my musketeer, that's going to be able to stop the Valkyrie. Fireball, of course, being level 7 is going to one-shot my musketeer because he is, of course, 8 level 10. Valkyrie's going to stop his push in his tracks though. And take a look at the elixir right now. I have an elixir lead, and I still have a pump with about 5 elixir left inside of it. So safe to say this game is going absolutely amazing for us. Let's get ready for a big push, and I don't really see our man throwing out those emotes anymore. We got the Sparky right now. And it looks like he's hovering on his mini P.E.K.K.A, his baby dragon, his wizard. He's going to go for the mini P.E.K.K.A and the wizard push. I will drop my fire spirits as well as my cannon. Unfortunately, the cannon will get one shot, but I'm just going to go ahead and zap down that wizard. I'll let my Sparky run down the lane by itself, and rather than get too aggressive, let's just drop our elixir collector and to try to preserve the elixir lead we have right now. Now, a zap from him means that Sparky is going to be absolutely worthless. Doesn't really matter. It still forced him to play his knight. Fire spirits will help out against the goblin barrel. Another fantastic counter for when my zap is down. And yeah, now we have a massive elixir lead. Again, we've got a musketeer plus an elixir collector plus we have more elixir than him. Things are looking good, and this is what you have to do to beat someone who's a higher level than you. You can't simply just make smaller, better plays than them, but you have to make massive outplays and to stock up so much elixir that it doesn't matter what card level that they have. They're just going to get absolutely wrecked no matter what happens. Now at this point, I've got a pretty formidable Valkyrie plus Sparky push. One swipe from the Valkyrie as well as my Sparky. Doing a little 360 no scope right there means that we're going to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A. My Sparky this time actually will kill the knight before it ends up taking out my Sparky. And now just take a look at how massive. Now we have double elixir. We had like 1.5 elixir pumps. We have the elixir lead. We have a giant down. We're about to have a musketeer down. He's got a baby dragon. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a cannon. Look at that secret cannon counter to the baby dragon. The cannon's going to have enough HP to tank that baby dragon. And now, you know what? This is time to make him pay back for the BM. All of the BM he was thrown at, or the one little cry face he threw at me, I'm going to go ahead and make an aggressive push. I've got my Sparky, I've got my Valkyrie, my fire spirits. Sparky doesn't even need to use anything on that mini P.E.K.K.A right there. Sparky's just going to be doing work, locking on and loading into the tower down to 682. And now you guys know the deal. We got to return the cry faces to my man Seratic 7. Unfortunately did not respect the level 7. Just going to go ahead and plop another Sparky down right in the center. The cry faces are out, and he's not really throwing any emotes out there anymore. So that was pretty much it. Maybe I went a little bit overboard with the cry faces, but I'm sick of playing level 10s who just cry face me over and over again and then end up getting worked. So yeah, that was it for the battle. He didn't really have too much more to say after that, and we picked up a 1 crown to 0 victory against Seratic 7. By the way, I haven't mentioned this in the video yet, but if you guys saw, they changed their position on emotes to where there's now going to be a mute feature inside of the game. So they said that you're still going to be able to see what your opponent like is trying to emote you, but it's going to be you know, it's not going to be what it actually is. They haven't exactly showed us what it is yet, so I think it's a good thing that they're giving people the option to use the emotes, or to mute the emotes if they want to, but I want to see how it's implemented before I say whether it's a terrible decision or it's a good decision. I just want to see how it looks when they actually get to do it, if it's going to be, you know, still really annoying for people, or if it's going to be much better, which the mute, yeah, I feel like they should go sort of all or nothing on the mute feature. But let's go and do a big push. We're going to be playing Hate of Rocket from Boom Brothers, and again, another level 8. You got to have nothing but respect for some other level 8s up here. And so far, it looks like that tower's going to be able to die and to be the very first one down for the game. Now, mini P.E.K.K.A running down the lane, that just means we can play our musketeer to take it out. And this is where he starts dropping his huts. All right, so it looks like this guy's going to be playing some huts. His huts are only level 7, which isn't terribly overpowered. But check out this cheeky cannon right here. I played a cannon within range of that goblin hut, which ended up giving me a pretty decent amount of value. My zap spell is going to help out against all those troops. And just like that, we stopped his barbarian hut and goblin hut in its tracks. And this game is looking really good. We didn't give him a chance to build his huts in the very beginning, which can be extremely annoying. Seeing as this guy does have zap, that makes it so he can counter my Sparky, and he probably, maybe if he had a better starting hand and he played it perfectly, he'd be able to beat me. Or if he just, who knows what would have happened if he had a different starting hand, or if he played his very beginning differently. But because I got that big push going on, he doesn't have a very strong defensive deck, and now we're sort of just trolling around. He keeps poisoning my elixir collectors, and again, another goblin hut in the very center, which is really hard to pull off once you lose your first tower. Once you lose a tower, pulling off a spawner deck is really difficult. It just doesn't work out too well most of the time, and he obviously learned that. He's going to play his musketeer. Let's go and drop my Valkyrie right on top of that goblin hut to be able to take that out. My Sparky should lock on to that mini P.E.K.K.A, and it's going to be able to blow it to smithereens. He mistimed that zap right there. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. Maybe he's going to give up. I'll probably throw a good game out there like that to see if he will concede, which he will. And that's going to be the game against Hate of Rocket from Boom Brothers and get me a little bit closer to that crown chest. So another solid 3 crown victory. And that's what I love about this deck so much and having Sparky. It's just really simple, or it's not simple necessarily, but it's way easier than Hog Cycle to get more than a single crown inside of a battle. I feel pretty good after playing it, and as you can see, like I said, I'm at 2,657 trophies. In fact, my silver chest just opened up legendary. No, it's 9 mortars instead, but still not too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and open that next one up. And yeah, been having a lot of fun winning all these battles on my account, and I'm actually getting somewhat close to the legendary arena just after hitting level 8. I'm feeling really good about that. We can definitely hit legendary as a level 8 and not even have crazy card levels to do it. I think once I have level 9 commons, level 7 rares, then I'll be able to hit the legendary arena as a level 8, just depending on what type of deck I run. But yeah, you can see right there, highest amount of trophies, 2,657. Hopefully we can keep that going, and we'll see what happens throughout futures episodes. So that'll do it for episode number 50, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you again for all the support throughout the last 49, now making it 50 episodes in this series. If you guys have any decks you want me to play, like I said, I don't want to play Sparky forever because it is a legendary and not all of you guys have them. Just let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter, but that will do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.